So this is my healthy glass of pumpkin and pineapple drink. I hope you will try it. Thank you for watching. Hello. Good afternoon again. This is Sharon from Everything Beautiful. Today I'll be making some pumpkin and pineapple drink. It's not pure pumpkin, nor is it pure pineapple. And I don't think I want any ginger in there because I do not want the ginger to mask the taste of the pineapple and the pumpkin. This is not what it's about. I think all what I might do is maybe we know that the pineapple has a lot of vitamin C. It's very pungent, so I don't know if it will need any lime juice, but if it does, it might need a little tip to enhance the flavor a little bit more. But we'll see where that goes, and that all depends on the amount of pineapple that you'll be using. So I have my trusty jar here, and I'm going to put some water in it. The reason for that, I don't want the drink to be a lot, like say more than this jar here. So I'm going to have this and blend the pineapple. So for you who don't mind the pulp in your pineapple, good for you. But for me, it's not really okay. I don't like the pulp, and my blender will not give me it as smooth as I would want it. Some of you have blenders that will make it very smooth. And I have a piece of cooked pumpkin here, and I've cooked it in a small portion of water. Now you can use raw pumpkin, but that's not what I want today. And I have just a piece of turmeric, which is for health, and it might even, brighten the color a little bit more. Okay, so in my blender already I have some pineapple, so I'm going to blend that pineapple in about half cup of this of water, and then I'm going to strain it and get back to you. So I've blended the turmeric and the pineapple, and I've run that through the strainer. So I've strained it, and now I'm peeling the pumpkin. So I'm going to be peeling the pumpkin and adding it. So the juice is very, very smooth, and that's what I want. It is also sweet. What I'm trying to do is not to add any sugar at all. Okay, but we want it to be tasteful. We want it to taste very well, that anyone can drink it. A child, just anyone can have it. Because a lot of times why things doesn't taste good, because we put too much water when we're doing it. We're supposed to put a small portion of water and then add as we go along. If you put too much water and you don't have the rest of the ingredients, that thing anymore to put in it, it's going to taste very bad, and that can turn off anyone. Children will tell you when things aren't tasting well. So I know I don't want a lot. I just probably want this glass full, okay, or a little less than that. And the pumpkin is sweet and the pineapple is sweet. So, and I've already tasted it and it is sweet. So please remember, and another thing that enhances the flavor of our drink or whatever it is when we're making it, is sometimes it needs a little pinch of salt. You might be adding more and more sugar, and that's not what it needs. It needs just a tiny pinch of salt to enhance the flavor. When I make a cup of cocoa tea or a cup of coffee, I don't add salt anymore, to be honest, because of my high blood pressure. But when I used to, that little pinch of salt does make a difference. And if I cook my pumpkin and I'm blending it with milk or anything, whatever drink I'm making, and when I'm cooking a pumpkin, I don't put a little pinch of salt in the pumpkin or whatever drink, as I said, I'm making, you can taste that something is missing. Sometimes it really does need that little pinch of salt, but just be careful with your blood pressure. Okay, so I'm going to blend this and see if it needs a little bit more water, and then I'll get back to you. Thank you for watching, and please remember to like, share, and subscribe. So I've blended it. It is very sweet. It could even take a little bit more water, but I'm not going to add it just now. I'm going to freeze it, and when I'm having it, if I need the water, then I will add the water to it. Okay, but I'm going to be pouring it, and I'm going to let you see what it looks like. So here it is. It's very creamy. It's very sweet. It does not need the lime juice or anything. So that is what it's looking like. A healthy glass of pumpkin and pineapple drink. Another thing is that if you're serving it to someone or serving it for Christmas, you can add some of this in it instead of adding water. This will surely give it another taste. So as I said before, I didn't want ginger. I didn't want the ginger to take away the taste of the pumpkin and the pineapple. I want the pineapple to be outstanding in it and also the pumpkin. So I hope you'll be inspired to try this drink. And I think pumpkin is in season here in Jamaica or wherever you are in the world. Just use up your fruits and vegetables and be creative and continue to take care of your health. Because I tell you something, when you're in your 30s and maybe your early 40s and you're healthy and moving around, I wonder where have the last 30 years gone. And now I am 61, and to be honest with you, I wish I'd taken better care of my health. I wouldn't have to be catching up like this now. So please, please, because when you don't have your health, it's like everything is just going downhill. So medications every month at the doctor doesn't make any sense. So I implore you, I encourage you, my friends out there, and if you're cooking for your elderly parents or grandparents, um, please make the food appetizing. Be creative with it so that they will be able to enjoy it. But if you do that, and I think they'll be able to enjoy their meal, not a lot of fat and sugar and so forth. Because even yesterday I went to clinic, not to clinic, I went to get some blood tests done. I went to clinic last week, Wednesday. So yesterday I went to get my blood test done. And when I look at the many elderly people that was there, chronic disease is a terrible thing. And they had to do the 2-hour fasting. I also had to do it, even though my sugar was 6 when I went to clinic. But because I have not been there for the last 6 months, they wanted to know what was happening with my sugar during that period. And so I have to do the fasting test or the hemoglobin A1C also. So 2 tests. So we had to take our breakfast with us, and as I said, it's 2 hours fasting test. After you finish your breakfast, then you go back to them and they tell you, okay, come back in 2 hours time. So many people were sitting down there eating, and I said, oh my God, this chronic disease is just killing us. It doesn't have to be like that. What if my neighbor is 61 years old, he has nothing? And sometimes it's all about the sugar, the fat, and the salt. And sometimes we find out when it's too late. And some people say it can be reversed. I think it remains with you, but if you're on a very strict diet, you actually can get off your meds. But as I said before, take care of your grandparents and your elderly parents by just preparing their meal or meals in the right way so that they'll be able to enjoy it. And I'm certain and I hope you'll be inspired also to try this drink. Give them a healthy glass of pumpkin and pineapple drink. Thank you for watching, and I really appreciate you watching and subscribing to my channel. I know it is not going as fast. I know also that my videos are not perfect, but I'll be improving them very soon. So thank you again.